You know.
So at the end of the day, you do feel that you will definitely have a chance with your girl, with the girl that you like.
Yes, I do. You know, like I said, you got to go after what you want. You remain hopeful. I mean, things aren't always easy, but I'm gonna stay, doing what I'm doing. If I'm a nice guy, that's how they want to label me. I mean, I'm gonna be a nice guy, I guess.
So a lot of guys would dispute how you go about your way with women, but you feel differently. Can you talk about that and why you do the things you do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, for me, it's part of my upbringing. Um, I love my mom, I love my dad, and they always taught me, the best way to go about your relationships is, for one, treat people the way you want to be treated, and two, always be courteous and kind. And you know, um, I'm sure that's how my dad got my mom. I'm sure he was, nice, courteous, kind, and that's the way I try to carry myself. Um, they often say that chivalry is dead in this country, and I guess they're right. But it's something I try to carry forth, and I've had success. I have. Um, there's women out there that want that are looking for that, um, and all the time, through middle school and high school, I would always go to my mom for advice on women. Um, I think she's a lady. I hold her in high regard and high standing. So I always go to her advice, and I mean the number one thing she tells me again is to stay who I am, and to also you know never go back on my principles, which is treating woman at a very high standard. And uh, it's a thing now. I guess is just finding the woman out there that want to be treated well. You know, um, and like I said, I guess things are kind of changing now. Chivalry, I guess is dead in some senses, but not for me. Um, but I'm always gonna stick with what my mom said. I think that's the best way to kind of go about things. And I have had success, and I've had women that have always complimented me. Maybe just I mean, I've had a lot of friends that are women compliment me on how nice that I am, and how it's a good change from a lot of guys they see out there. So I'll be the different one.
Do you feel that you're in the friend zone, the dreaded friend zone, or is there such a thing as a friend zone?
I see. I don't know, cause I have a lot of friends that are girls. Does that mean I'm in this quote unquote friend zone? I mean, I don't know. It's a little bogus to me. You know, in my relationship with Cherie, it's like I don't think there has to be a period of friendship. You know, you don't just hop from two people that don't know each other to all of some you're doing each other, and you're doing passionate wild stuff, and you got a crazy great boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Like the period that me and Cherie are in right now, it's I mean I wouldn't call it the friend zone, but I would call it sort of that period of trying to get to know one another, and become more familiar with who we are, and exploring how we could be as like one, as a couple. So I would take that whole friendship zone thing, and I would change it to maybe like the period of curiosity or something. It to me, there has to be that friendship before you take it to another step. So and I mean, unless you out for that hit and run, or you're out for just like a physical sort of situation, then all right, yeah, it's different. But if you're out looking for more, then there has to be kind of that, like I said, that period where you getting to know each other, and whatever. It's a necessary stage. Sometimes it lasts really long, like in my situation with Cherie, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. Um, it is what it is.
I mean, do you even think that this girl even, is even feeling you? She may have rejected you, so to speak.
No, no. I mean, I don't think she's rejected me yet. I mean, that's not the feeling I get. You know, she still answers my calls. So with somebody that has rejected you, you know, still answer your calls. I mean, yeah, sometimes we don't talk as much as I'd like to, and sometimes communication gets slow. But I wouldn't say that she's rejected me. Um, I've been rejected before. Everybody has, and when you've been rejected because you feel it. And that's the end, and that there's no other you know possibilities. But in this current situation, that's not how I feel at all. I think we still have a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities for us to kind of grow into um, into a good, healthy relationship. Like I said, I have a lot to offer her, and I think I think she's still is open to us being together for a long time. But like I said, if she rejected me, if she really shut me off, then I would feel that, and obviously I would try to kind of stop you know pursuing her, I guess. Um, but no, I know what rejection is, and it's happened to me. Just like it happens to everybody, and it's not something I really like or enjoy. I don't know, what's always the problem in my relationships. Maybe I do have a little problem with confidence. Maybe it's something I used to deal with a lot when I was younger. Uh, I would never even think of talking to a girl I liked when I was really young. I would never yeah, I would be one of those kids that would kind of have a crush on somebody and just hold it inside, hold it inside, hold it inside. And then the last day of school before summer, I would say, "Oh, I like you," and then run off and hope that the girl would just forget about it and think I was just crazy. But it's been something I worked on over the years, and I don't think I have as big a problem as I used to when I was really young, and just didn't have the confidence to kind of let somebody know how I feel. Um, so I mean, I don't think she would see me coming off as needy. I've tried to be, I guess, I would say, more persistent. Maybe I'm not as confident at certain times with certain things. I mean, I'm not like some big muscle bound, jock. I'm not like this a super smart guy or anything, but I'm all right. You know, so the main thing I've tried to, you know, put into my, to my relationships now is more of a persistence. Like I don't believe in that whole waiting a whole bunch of time to call somebody. Like, if I like you, I'm gonna call you like the next day. We after we meet, whatever. And I like talking on the phone, so I call. Again, Derek, he says I call like too much. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I think you have to communicate. You have to be persistent, which is like my, I guess, new confidence now. And if a girl thinks I'm needy or they think I'm calling too much, I'm sure they would say something. So yeah, I try to just be persistent. That's kind of my way of being confident.
Cool. And And do you feel that, this may be your way of acting or putting off a form of confidence, but do you feel that this constant being around all the time for her, is that a way to mask a certain lack of confidence on your part?
No, no. I mean, I don't know. I guess I never really, thought about that, but I would say no. I'm just being there for her. I don't think I'm being like a pest or that I'm trying to cover anything up. I'm just trying to be there for her. And I'm trying to form a relationship. And to be in a relationship, you have to be there. You just can't be on the run. It's like I said. People say I call too much. I'm there too much. But what is a relationship? I thought in a relationship, it means like being together. What am I supposed to do? Not call? Never, drop by her house or, get her things or do things. I don't get it. To me, it's kind of like black and white. It's real simple. If you like somebody, then, you pursue what you want and, you communicate. I just try to keep it that simple. I don't think about, am I here too much? Am I calling too much? You just go after, what you want, and then it should turn out okay, I guess.